Greetings, my fellow Ammonites. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, False God, Episode 66, The Dead of Night. This should help Mr. Jones's mood, attending a party. Man, look at that. No recent conquest, no execution. You just want to murder everyone, don't you? What a problem child. What a problem child. Hopefully you'll see the error of your ways and join us. And put one more minute on that poll. Now that Amon-Ra's had a bit of a chance to... You know what? I have so much Thrombo Fur. I should just start making Thrombo Fur for everyone. Impotent Rage. That's a really good way of putting it. That is a great way of putting it. That Mr. Jones is full of impotent rage. And it's relatively funny to me. All right, the vote is yes. So then what should I research next? Give you 5 minutes on that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to include one more extra thing here. To recon armor. All right, there we go. So there's the list. I'll start researching shields because I already have some shields, but let's go ahead and finish off the best possible servers. And Elizabeth. There we go. I have 5,000 or 500 servers. Done. Looks like you guys are voting for Recon Armor, so I'll start Recon Armor, but I'll pivot if you change your mind. So now with those servers, I am definitely going to want to get Amon-Ra to make some of them. The skill servers. They are very, very costly, but luckily I have a huge source of gold. Probably before I make them, I'm going to want to expand the power grid though, because I don't have enough power. So expanding this power grid was part of it. So we'll continue to expand the power grid so that we can afford the servers. So I won't make them yet. Or if I do, I'll turn them off. Oh, yeah, you have a different ideology than we do. So, yeah, I'm not going to color your clothing until you join our ideology. Just realize that. Holy moly, that's expensive? Yeah, it is expensive. Very, very, very expensive. I mean, for very good reason. They're enormously powerful. You're trying to convert people? I know. You're a bit of a jerk. You want corruption and raiding and execution. Yeah, you're a bit of a handful. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't have your bedroom yet, though. My constructors have just been overly busy. I'm gonna hit Words of Trust again on black. There we go. Dem Tacos. Inspired Taming, which is worthless. Is Super Haul still on? It is. I think there's still things left to haul, which is why I have it on. But it's not on for everybody. It's only on for like half. So that's fine. We're not just doing it exclusively. We don't even have this reset or rebuilt or the doors or anything. Is there other... No, there's really no one else that even can do construction. Losing Marvelous Mike to the pod really hurt. Because we really do need him as a constructor. We don't have too many. There's a slightly faster way to get people through the biosculpting process, so I will make sure to do that next time, which is to biotune them first with a pleasure cycle, and then to hit them with a bioregen, and they'll actually go through it faster. Oh, Godfather and Dem Tacos are getting married. I'll drink to that. And you guys have pivoted over to sterile materials. So I'll cue that up. Yeah, this will help on moods. The only mood that I really need to be concerned about is Mr. Jones's mood, though. Everybody else is phenomenal. They're green across the board. Who's just Jones being a downer. Wow, we are almost out of steel. Boop. Turn the quarry back on. Isn't there a word of convert? Yes, there is, but we don't believe in forced conversion as a part of our ideology. So I could forcibly convert black, but I'm not going to. We're just going to live with the fact that they can make their own decisions. That's how we've been. Absolutely makes it more challenging on us, but I kind of like it. Man, we really need steel badly. Oh. I'm going to... Yeah, so there's no way to really stop the droids at the wedding. So I'm just going to ignore the fact that they attended. I guess the only way would be for me to wall it up. I hadn't thought that they would attend the wedding, because they're not zoned to, but they ignored their zoning. It's just one of those things. We're going to have to let it happen. If we have a wedding in the future, what I will try to do is I'll try to remember to like, wall up. The problem is that there's really no way to do that, because if you draft the droids so that they can't attend the wedding, what ends up happening is you call off the wedding, because if you draft anyone during a wedding, weddings are canceled. So there's really functionally no way to, like, stop droids from attending. It's just mod limitations, really. And there we go. We have black joining. Yeah. I don't really believe in, like, killing everyone off because the game has limitations. Doesn't make sense. So you are going to be forbidden. You are going to be given... We'll allow you to warden and entertain, but grow and plant cut is going to be your jam. And I'm going to stop hauling high priority now. She is much like Mr. Jones, also of the Undivided Legion or whatever they're called. So she wants to murder everyone, in other words. And I don't even have steel to build these things. Cut some steel, Franz. Get it. Oh, you did. These servers soaked up all my steel. I'm going to cancel some servers. Cancel 2 of them, because they're just too expensive to make them right now. Oh, Raffle, are you going to psychotically wander straight into the lab and get yourself killed? I hope not. That'd be pretty funny. Work drive Macho? Macho, I think... Yeah, I could work drive Macho. The problem with Macho is I don't think he's like... Yeah, he's building this here. Amun-Ra, I actually have something else for you to do. Call my ally for weapons. Because we have so many weapons in our stockpile right now. War merchant coming in. And then, let's call the other allies for bulk. Because I could just buy steel. There, done. That would help too. Because I have so much uranium and other things that I absolutely don't need 2,400 or 500 uranium. That doesn't make any sense. Everybody at the wedding was too drunk to notice the metal men. Or it was the 3 aliens coming to visit the... Yeah, no, I don't know. Never mind. There's no way to square that. Not really. Where is Raffle? Raffle's not anywhere dangerous to their own health. Not yet, at least. Let's hope you don't get brain injury. I'm just going to shock them down. That way, there's no chance of an accidental entering. A raffle for a minute and a half, so if you haven't typed something in the chat as a subscriber, please do so. So you're eligible to win our new farmer, who's unconscious on the ground. Amun-Ra's working on getting the servers up. Aviator? Oh, no, you're just so pale it looks like you're wearing a shirt. Got it. I was like, how are you wearing a shirt while bathing? It's magic. Alright, so here's Raffle. That's where she should be sleeping. Then Mr. Johns should be opposite, in the opposite bed across the way. Ra is working on building the server. And then the other thing that we're going to need paired with the server is the antenna. So I don't know if the antenna blocks wind, but I don't want to take that chance in case it does, so I'll stick that there. Thomas got inspired recruit. Not that that's helpful anymore because our she joined, right? And that's the raffle timer that just went off, so it's going to Bruce. Hey, Bruce, you get a permanent person. Congrats. You're not just a trader. Well, I mean, you know, not yet. There is time. What's the difference between the 3 antennas? So currently I only have 2 of the antennas, but one is a relay to allow you to connect over long distances. So if you have surrogates and you want to like caravan them or something like that, that allows them to caravan. And then this antenna allows you to connect to the computers and all that. I'm not sure what the last antenna you're referring to is though, because there's just the relay and the regular one. Ooh, that's a nice bed for Mr. Johns. And then the last thing we need to do is over here. So Macho, maybe I'll force you up there. And a flying around combat supplier. Yeah, let's see. I could sell my res serum. I'm not going to. Brain wiring. The broken cataphract helmet might as well get rid of. Marine armor, because I don't think I'm going to use it. Oh, I already have a shield bell? Okay. Cool. I didn't know. I don't need brain wiring. To buy components? But, yeah, I'll just buy components. I'm lazy. Alright, so here we go, working on the bedroom expansion for Mino. Mino should be sleeping up here. And there's the server. I'm going to power the server off because we will not have the electricity to keep that on until we get the geothermal generator that's up here, which is still in progress. It's a relatively large project, so it's taken kind of a long time. But we still have a few more pristine blocks in order to build it with. I think the roofing and unroofing and all the toxic fallout and all that, all the raids made the progress that we would normally have made towards this big project. It just stopped. Dead stop. Can I show my colony wealth? Surely. I am at 385,000. Decently wealthy, not obscenely, though. Godfather, why are you in here? It's my home, man. Don't you violate a man's home. Alright, there we go. Now we're finally starting to plant the dandelions, which is going to be good. You guys are still paralyzed for 15, 15, and 9 more days. JFed, don't screw up that antenna, please, please, please. Actually, I'm going to forbid. I'm going to have Amun-Ra finish it off. It's enough expensive materials that the fail chance isn't worth it. So, Mino. There you are. There's your bed. So that means this hotel guest quarter is almost ready to go. What should I research next? Sterile materials just got finished. So there's the list. Mike has 11 more hours in the pod. Speaking of sterile materials. And the next person that goes into the pod, maybe I'll sterilize the zone for them. So what I'm going to do is a stockpile zone for biosculptors here. Biosculptor pod. Because I'm going to uninstall them and have a rotating, rather than to disassemble them. God, we still haven't repaired this. There's so many construction tasks. And Macho's stuck, like, tilling soil. I might even want to cancel the re-tilling of the soil, just because it takes so long. Oh, I see another issue. We had made this out of steel. We really don't have the steel to do that, so cancel that. Do it out of pristine. Is it possible to get Shellbell back at the end of the stream? No. Not this stream, no. In order to get Shellbell, I would need so much more of the Android tech. I would need Tier 2, 3, SX, VX1, VX2, SkyCloud Core researched before getting her back. That's like saying, am I going to be able to launch a rocket ship by the end of the stream? The answer is simply no. It sounds like a good idea, but no. There is so much work before that can be done. So for robes and hoods and shade cones, I'm going to start using the Thrumbo fur. Yeah. It's a fair question. Totally fair question. So in order to get her back, I need to be able to upload her consciousness to the Sky Cloud core. Or actually, I could put her... No, that's not entirely true. If I had the neural chips... Well, yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way. There's a lot more research to be done in order for it to happen. But it's... I don't need the core necessarily for it. So it's kind of a... You know, I haven't answered your question. But the TLDR is, yeah, there's a lot more that needs to be done before I can get her back. But I don't necessarily need to upload her to the core. I can upload her to a robot, too. Now let's hope we make more progress up here. Because that's going to allow us to... Oh, Mike needs rescue. Perfect, because Amon-Ra is right here to rescue him. So here's the idea. Mike was unconscious the whole time. He has no idea that that he was ever in a pod, because he was unconscious when he went in, unconscious when he came out, and he is resting. And what I'm going to do here is drop his weapon out there and rescue him again. Drop him down. Let's put his weapon... he sleeps over here, doesn't he? Yeah, I'll put his weapon by his bed. I don't want to keep him in here because robots are allowed to go in there. So I need to put him in there to only move him once again. Here. That's fine. Cool. Looks like you guys want tier 3 androids. So I'll switch over from Recon Armor to tier 3 androids. And then the other question I have is who should go through a biosculpt process next? So I think what I'll do before I queue up the next process is sterilize the room so that we can process them quicker. Who should go through the biosculpt? So here's the choices. We have Guero, who's missing a lot of body parts. He's missing an ear, a toe, a big toe, a middle finger. Oh, and taking a look at Mike. Mike is whole-bodied. Everything is back. He is renewed. There's also Maxu, who's missing a thumb as one of our main brawlers. Aviator, who has 3 wounds to be healed. And Sabin, who has 2. The leg's not... Or 3, actually. 2. But that leg is not coming back. That leg is... I could heal... if she goes through a biosculpt process, I could get a heal mix serum to get that leg back. But other than that, yeah, there's no way to get that back. Alright, so those are the 4 potential ideal candidates for the next biosculpt process. So I'll have you vote on that. Oop, that was the wrong one. That was fine floor. Let's not do that. Where's the normal? Here it is. Okay. Bedroom for Mino is all set. Bedroom for the farmers are all set. Cool. Bros, stop trying to convert me. So Bros here, you can use firebombs. So I'm going to give you firebombs until you convert. And yes, I will be doing a biotuning pleasure cycle first, and then doing the subsequent regen cycle. Alright, looks like Guero is going to win this one. I can actually have Guero take this pod. This was going to be Amun-Ra's dedicated pod, but it doesn't really matter who takes it. And here comes the merchants I called in. Nice. Can you run 3 regen cycles in a row while biotuning is active? What do you mean? Yeah, like, continue... Yeah, I mean, as long as you're tuned, you can just keep going into the sculptor, if that's what you're asking. I'm not entirely sure I understand you, though. Okay, Guero it is. How do you tune biotuning? So biotuning means that you have just gone through the biosculptor. That's it. And then the biosculptor becomes tuned to you. It's just that simple. Tuning means that you go through the sculpting process quicker, and no one else can use that pod. So this pod here is tuned to Mike for 1.3 years, and no one else can use this pod for 1.3 years, and in 1.3 years, someone else can use the pod. Someone else will be able to use the pod after it's not tuned to Mike anymore. There's no way to unbiotune it other than to wait. Waiting is literally your only way to unbiotune. But the pods are relatively cheap, so the idea is that you have a pod per person. That's sort of the concept that that Tynan and the other developers for RimWorld were going for. That you're not supposed to have shared pods, that everyone has their own. And you can uninstall them for space. If you need space. And animatry linking, and nobody can be linked. Who is the best trader here? Trade price improvement is still Amun-Ra by a long shot. So, sorry, Amun-Ra, you have so much more work to do. Let's go trade. These guys are making a lot of mess. So this is one of the bulk goods traders? Calm down there, buddy. Calm down. Okay, they can't afford that. What do I want to buy? I always want to buy a few specific things. I want to buy wood. It's very hard to come by in the desert. And steel. I don't think they have steel. No, I don't think they have steel. Alright, well, I will limit what I sell to them then. I'm probably also likely to gift them a whole lot of stuff because my relationship with almost all my allies are pretty strained. So here's the War Merchant. They're going to take a ton of my awful weapons. clearing that out, because I just haven't had guests in a long time because of all the paralyzed people that are taking up the beds. Eating my food. Am I salty about it? Nah. Then keep the club. It's a lot of weapons I get to offload. I'll keep one great bow. Oh, that's more money than they have. Is there something for me to buy? To square the budget? Herbal meds, don't need it. Pemmican? Fine. I could buy animals to butcher, but I'm not going to go that far. Oops. There. And then lastly, you guys. Oh, wow, they even have Thrombofer to sell. Deal. Buy the wood. They don't have steel. Okay. And then let's gift. So I'm gifting just because the relationship, like I said, is atrocious. And I want to repair it. And I also don't need as much of the junk that I have in the base. I'll even gift them some artifacts. What about you? The other bulk goods trader? I unfortunately don't have a lot to gift left to you. I was a little too generous with the last guy. Here, you can have my prunes. Hope you like prunes. I'll keep my ambrosia because the toxic fallout kind of destroyed my ambrosia. I'll give you wool and some cloth, some berries, and agave. And the War Merchant, I don't think I have anything to give to you at this point. Sculpture. A token of my gratitude. A small token. Very small token. Alright, that'll have to do. Taking a look at my relationship. It's definitely better than it was before they arrived, so that's good. Part of me feels like I should just be using an electric tailor bench at this point. And moving the textiles via my animals into my craft room to be able to craft faster. I could even turn one of my robots, once I have power for the skills, I could turn one of the robots into like a super uber craftsman. That's a possibility as well. To turn one of these robots into a super craftsman, one of these robots into a super doctor, and another one into a super researcher. Oh, Mr. Jones. You have joined us. Good for you. Now it's just Bruce. Last man standing, and boy, are you standing. Okay. Guero, you are overdue for a pod cycle. So maybe I'll have Amun-Ra chill with this current task and work up here on getting the pod ready for Guero. Oh, I missed puppy treats. Sorry, Moxie. How's the colony going? It's been rough. I've had like a unrelenting recurring sequence of mega raids, which has been really hard to recover from, but like I'm doing okay. We're still alive and kicking. I'm used to mega raids. I'm eager for Guerrero to go through the process of recovery. Man, this is still not ready to go. The RimWorld wiki says Heal Mech Serum prioritizes limbs. Yes, it is wrong. The wiki is wrong. I have myself experienced Heal Mech Serum curing malnourishment over replacing missing body parts. First-hand experience. So I can tell you that, yeah. It sounds like it should, but it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. Okay, getting that pod ready for him. So the southern... Oh, this is still broken. Yeah, the fire trap hasn't been reset. I really ought to micromanage people to get that reset. So that... Oh, I don't have any pristine blocks. Because it's all been going into this monument that we voted on. Okay, well, if that's the case, let's quarry blocks rather than steel. We're pretty low on resources, and that bulk goods trader I called in didn't have what I needed. Rose is still not an Ammonite, which is why he's allowed to have throwing weapons. Yeah. Very, very much not an Ammonite. Resisting to your core. So this Bioskull pod, we will put in vegetarian. But I'm going to let Amun-Ra sleep. Ow. We've gone through a lot of food. We're almost done tilling the farm fields, which means we'll get back to making the power grid. Man, that power grid has taken me, like, all stream. Just being so tethered to prisoners and guests and raids, the amount of work that I've managed to get done is pretty limited. Animal haulers ought not to be able to go in here anymore. Well, that's not how to do that. Because soon this area will be forbidden. And then once I have the walls constructed, I will have to remember to forbid it and treat it as part of the lab, because functionally it will be. Here we go. Now we're rearming the stuff. So Macho, you are going to be needed to convert some limestone so that we can get the walls done. Or doors in this case. And what I really want to do is to get, now that Amun-Ra is awake, fill this so that Guerrero can start going through the cycle. Keep filling it. And it's a nice, sterile room. So it will be a quick cycle. Oh my god. Please grab more vegetables. I could use the animals to help haul them, but whatever. It's filled now. It isn't? Amun-Ra! Ah! You're making me crazy now. Bro, don't worry. You're worth it, dude. but it's just frustrating how long this is taking. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be a pleasure cycle for Guero. So Guero, what you need to do is go here and get anesthetized. And then carry you to a pleasure cycle. So what this allows us to do, the pleasure cycle will biotune him to the pod so that he is quicker the next time you go through. Once you're biotuned to a pod, you go through the biosculpt process faster. So it's actually faster to go through a pleasure cycle, biotuning you to it, and then through a regen cycle. So this is step 1 of 2 for Guero. Cabbage Patch Blight. And now we have to retail everything too. Smelly wants to join. All right, Smelly. Smelly, why are you a robot? For the guests that were, like, weirdly robotic, I thought it was fine, but for a joiner, it is not. I suspect that's going to be some problems. So I'm just going to... Smelly never existed. I don't know what's going on with that, like, glitch, bug, whatever it is, but I don't like it. Yeah, I don't want them Cylons. I don't need Cylons up in here. We already are infested with androids. I mistimed this. There we go. Poof. Yeah, I'm not sure why they have battery parts to them. That seems really broken to me. So whatever it is, let's hope it resolves. The pathways for this need more slate. So I'm going to go have to mine some slate. I also need to fill in a whole bunch of the mountains that got messed with by breachers too. And we're pretty low on components, so it wouldn't hurt to finally mine out those components. Hey, look, we're finally filling in these walls. Man, that has been a long time coming. People in this community have been quite lazy when it comes to trying to fix up external damage. So here's a pretty good mining project, which would, when finished, fill in all the holes that we've got. The monument's almost done. The monument for Glitter World meds and an emanator, components, plassteel, etc. It's getting pretty close. And then tier 3 androids are, I don't know, 3/4 done. Something like that. 2/3. Almost 3/4. Still waiting on this tunnel to be done. So once they're done with the inner path, maybe I'll build this section this section last. Once they're done with the path, I'll connect these walls, put them on forbidden, and start to fill up the exit outside. And then once the walls are done, I'll build the geothermal geyser, and we'll have a lot more power to be able to run the servers and antennas and stuff like that. I'm definitely eager for that to happen. It's been a long time coming. More breachers. God, everyone breaches. Can't I just have like a normal raid? Y'all don't have to breach every time. And they're probably going to go through this door here, I'd imagine. So Amon-Ra, run to that door, try to beat them there with berserks. Yep, I am correct. Who would have guessed? Attacking right where I predicted this time. Oh, wow, they knocked out the breachers very, very fast. It's going to be a little tricky to try to pop a opening up. I'm going to try to have Firefly... Oh, yeah, they're coming through. Let's see. Oh, no, they're through. Macho, you close? Nope, not close enough. Bros, don't throw that. What other casters do I have here? Not a whole lot of them. Any of these guys farm? Do you farm? Oh, Rose is throwing anyway. That's actually probably fine. Now. Macho, if you could, like, hurry with the urgency of a lot more than you're currently giving me, that'd be, like, awesome. Mr. Johns, I don't even know why you're here. You pacifist. It's funny that I've set my base up pretty effectively to be very good at dealing with everybody but breachers and sappers, and I almost exclusively get breachers and sappers. I have noticed. So Amon-Ra, I don't really want you in the fray. I'm gonna have you back up somewhere safe. Luckily, breach axes are not particularly effective fighting tools. Ouch. Ouch. If Macho had been a little closer, I might have been able to wall up that hole, but that's obviously not happening now. Can't even really tell what's going on here anymore. Such a pile up of bodies. And they're fleeing. So I'm going to pull my people out and away so that I can flee without additional wounds. Except for the one that's trying to stab Kynan. Can you stop? Okay. You're dead. I turned the other cheek and you stabbed it. So, get lost, losers. So, of the most wounded... Oh, you're going to break doors. We're going to stop you from doing that. Would IEDs work? No. I don't think I have to explain that one. Okay, you survived. No, don't want you. Why are the elephants here? Amun-Ra. Let's get in there. Tend some people. $12, no immediate, no immediate. Godfather has some pretty significant bruising, bleedings. And a mad giraffe. Good. Why not more? Where's it coming in? There's no valid path through the fire trap, so it's probably coming in the main gate. Sappers! Okay. Well, at least I have a mad giraffe out there. I already have a giant hole in my base, so I think I know where at least this front group is coming. Bruce, you should chill. You're about to have a... Yeah, you're about to go crazy. It doesn't stop? No, it really doesn't. So I have a giant hole here in the base still, because I haven't patched that. I don't know where that group is coming in, but I gotta be worried about that. I'm trying to stop the bleeding. I think I've stopped the bleeding for everyone, but, you know, I'm still under siege. Kynan, you could take a night off, though. And I will see about trying to get the wall repaired, but Macho, not exactly close. Nope, and you're sapping my front door, so it doesn't even really matter. Hello, Mr. Oh, you're a pacifist, that's right. I was like, why did you just let him through? Squeakums, how you doing? You have a stabby lung. Let's get you out of there. Aviator, not so bad. Come join. And then Mino, you're hurt, but this is kind of an all hands type of deal here. Mr. Johns, do you doctor? I don't think you do, but congratulations, you're a doctor now. Alright, Sabin, you can have the night off because you're way too slow. Move? Why? I don't know why you're not moving. Go here. There you go. Alright, inspire creativity for Firefly. That's cute. It's good timing. Alright, the initial group is leaving. And leaving us with a lot of holes in our body. So this sap group is probably coming north tunnel. And then this sap group is coming main entryway. Got it. Macho. Need steel. I don't even have steel for that? Darn. Alright, just hang 10 then. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, which originally streamed live on Twitch July 31st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Ammonites.